guys, Nanu Garage here. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 things I hate about my 2016 Cadillac CTS V. Let's get into it. Alright, before I start this video, I want to tell you guys this car truly is an amazing car, and very soon I'll do 5 things I love about the vehicle. And these things are going to be kind of small things, but at the same time they could have made these fixes to the vehicle and it would be so much better. Alright, so the first thing that I hate about this Cadillac CTS V is its paddle shifters. The transmission is really good in this car, the paddles feel very great. However, when you're actually in manual mode and you're using the paddle shifters, it feels almost as if by the time you click the paddle, it takes half a second and then the car realizes you want to downshift and then it starts to downshift. I'll go head out on the road right now and show you guys exactly what it is that I am talking about with the upshifts and downshifts using these paddles. When you're in automatic mode, however, this thing kicks down shifts like an absolute beast. So it's very interesting how this happened somehow in the process of making this vehicle. And I'm really curious how Cadillac screwed up with these paddles and why they just do not respond. They're super unresponsive. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna hop on the freeway up here in Mexico once we get over there. Downshift, downshift. So it's a slight delay, but when you're really moving fast in this car, because it moves fast, it's too much of a delay. So now I'm gonna hit it, upshift, upshift. Right there did good. Right there did really good. Usually does not do that. So yeah, as you see right over there, it was instant, but sometimes if you bring it up to around 6,000 RPM, 6,500, and then shift, the car will it'll kind of just forget what it's doing and it'll just sit there at red line and it'll limit you from bouncing off, but it'll sit there, you know. All right, so now we're gonna hit it. So as you see right there, I shifted, but then it winded up and it kind of stopped. All right, so thing number 2 that I hate about this car is its Cadillac Cue system. The first thing that I really don't like about this Cadillac Cue is its response time. I feel like it's very lazy and it's not so precise. Kind of like, I feel like it should feel like an iPhone. However, when you scroll, it kind of wants to select an icon and then scroll. And it just doesn't look clean and nice, and it doesn't feel nice either. So next thing now is there's no physical volume scroll, which I really wish there was, because it's a lot easier for the passenger and the driver when they want to scroll through here. Instead, you kind of have to either single tap this button over here, which is super slow, or you can slide it along here, which is cool to slide it, but it's not precise at all. You never know exactly how much it is that you're going to scroll. As you can see right here, it's very inconsistent with how much you're scrolling. And sometimes you'll go over a bump and just you'll accidentally make it go all the way up and it'll startle you. But as you can see from what I just showed you, it's very just inconsistent on how much it's really scrolling, because this interface itself, being touchscreen, cannot really detect when you're touching it that well. So with my Ford Shelby GT350, the interface is so responsive. Whenever I press anything, it's so quick to act and it's so precise with what I'm doing. I really wish they could have put a better interface in here, something more intuitive. I mean, again, at the end of the day, it is a $100,000 car. Why couldn't you guys fix it? You're spending $100,000 for a really crappy infotainment system like this. I think it's just really something that needs to be resolved and something that should have been changed since the beginning. Alright, so the next thing that I hate about this car is its exhaust. The exhaust sounds pretty good, however, it does not have a very good active exhaust. When you put it into sport mode, you can hear it get a little bit louder, but it's honestly not even noticeable, the difference. And I could demo that for you guys right now on the startup. All right, so as you guys may or may not be able to tell through the camera how it sounds, but if you guys saw my Shelby video, you guys would see exactly what I'm talking about, the difference between the normal and the sport exhaust setting. In this car, I feel like there should be a very big difference between the two. However, the difference is barely even noticeable. I honestly have to have the door open and be listening very carefully to be able to tell the difference between the two different modes. Now, Cadillac is supposed to be a very luxury car brand, but that also brings me to why wouldn't they just make one mode that's super whisper quiet and then one mode that's super loud because it's a V. The Shelby has those two different modes, but it's not meant to be a luxury car, but that would suit this car so well with its exhaust system, and I really think that it would change this car so much, because right now the exhaust, you can hear it, but it's not as loud as I would like it to be in the sport and track modes. All right, so the next thing that I wish could be changed about this vehicle from factory is its tires. In the back, we're running a 295 right now, which is fairly big compared to the Hellcat tires that it runs from factory. However, I do think that these could be bigger. You could definitely fit a 305 on this car. These do look like a monstrosity, these tires, but for 640 horsepower, it does not feel like enough tire, because you will be spinning with these tires all the way up to 60 sometimes. I even have a video of me spinning going 80 miles per hour in this car. All right, so now that we talked about the back tires, now let's talk about the front tires. So the front tires are running a 265, and I feel like larger front tires could do this car very well with its handling on the back roads. Obviously, this is not a car that's built for the back roads, but I really do think that larger tires will do this car so much good. And if you do look at the car from right over here, you can see there's a lot of room you have. You have about that much room at least until it's flush with the fender, maybe even more. But the back is closer to the fender, but this could do larger tires, like I said earlier. All right, so now that I talked about the tires, I'm gonna go head out on the road and show you guys how much this thing does spin when you do not roll onto the throttle as a demonstration. All right, now we're going to do a 40 roll. So as you saw right there, it really pulled left. So that's, again, just the tires being too small in my opinion. We could go with bigger tires on the car and it would do this car very good. All right, so the last thing I hate has to do with the technology in this vehicle. This is a little bit of a petty thing, but it has to do with adjusting these adjustable bolsters on the seats. Let me show you. All right, so these Recaro seats have adjustable bolsters, and this is how you use it. Right over here where the lumbar support would generally be, you have a toggle switch so you can switch between the bolsters here and the ones right up over here, and your lumbar support. But the issue with it is when you click it to adjust it, it takes up the whole entire screen and there's no way to exit it once it's already on here. It just says, please use the seat controller to operate the seat, but you cannot get rid of it while it's on. And I understand that they do have to show you what you're looking at. However, I do think they could have just cut out a section this big from here to here to just represent this, instead of taking up the whole entire screen to show you exactly what it is you're adjusting and how much you're adjusting when. Please let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought of today's video, and if you guys think these problems are big with the car or not. I personally think that I could move past them, and I wonder what you guys think about it too. Also, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I got so much more content planned for the future, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along in the journey with me. If you guys have any video ideas, please let me know down below in the comment section. I also got videos of me doing donuts in this car coming very soon to the channel, so please stay tuned. Please like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing every single one of you guys next video.